So why do they even turn to a travel agent in the age of digital and AI? Right? That's one question. One, obviously they have less time. Two, they need expert recommendations. That's why they're coming to you. If they have all the time in the world and if they know everything that they want to experience, they could have booked it themselves, right? No, they don't. They can't. That's why they're coming to you. So if they come to you in any of these segments, I'm trying to bucket them as three types. Only three types of customers that you can probably have. Okay. One, somebody who's completely clueless. They have no idea what place, where it is, what are the things to see and experience. They just completely clueless. They fully rely on you. You give them whatever it is. This is the good place. That's a good place. You can go here. You can go there. Just accept it. The second type is like the one who knows everything. That's the most dangerous. The one who thinks who knows everything. There's the difference, right? So they'll tell you by doing a Google research themselves that I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go there. They must probably put together an impossible combination of itinerary which they won't be able to finish it in like a couple of days or 3 days, right? But that's one kind of customer. And there's another kind of customer who's always paranoid, right? They're like hyper paranoid on everything that they do. It's like, what happens here? What happens there? What kind of food will I get? Will I get this kind of vegan food? Will I get this kind of non-dairy food if I travel there? Will I kind of get this kind of whatever activities to do? So somebody was always paranoid. They need extra care, extra hand holding to ensure that they are at peace when they go through the travel experience or the journey, right? So you need to understand their needs. Only when you segment the market and try to understand the customer profile, the spoken and the unspoken ones, you can build your entire experience orchestrated around it. Right? So be a specialist for one thing, just to be known for one thing. Only by doing it, you can transform from being a travel agent to a travel expert by giving that value that I was talking about. Right? So a brand that tries to be anything to anyone will 100% end up being nothing to everyone. Right? If you try to be like you do this, you do this, you do that, you communicate that you do all 100 things, people won't remember you. Again, you are playing a commodity. You're not playing a brand. Rather, you position yourself, you define your core ideal customer profile, and you build your entire brand narrative, your visual assets, your communication, your service, your experiences that you want to plan, your itinerary, your product, your service, all of them. Over a period of time, people remember you for that one thing, one specialization. That's pretty much easy to build a brand. Am I clear? So far, we've covered what a brand is. We have covered what travel market is all about. We've covered what customers are, right? What kind of customers are segmentation that you need to look into. Now, we spoke about giving value, right? Giving value to transform your brand, to transform from being a travel agent to a travel expert. How to give value. That's our next segment, right? There's a big ambiguity in value, right? When you think of value as a concept that you want to give to your customers, somebody will think of price, somebody will think of customer service, somebody will think of new travel experiences or trending suggestions. If we probably give that new package that we curate, that's a good value. There's a lot of ambiguity. There are different types of value that I bucket. Majorly, there are 5 types, right? One, there is economic value. Economic value is like the customer value what you're giving only based on the lowest possible cost that they get in the market. That's economic value. You give them the best deal, you give them the cheap price, they feel like they've got a deal, they feel like there's value in it. That's one. Most brands, most travel agents end up being stuck here. That's a problem, right? The second one is a perceived value, right? People have lot more better perception about that service that you offer or the expertise that you bring than the cost that you charge. Money aspect goes out of the window on this type of value. They only perceive something to be a lot more worthwhile by coming to you again and again and again. Third one is your relational value, right? The relationship that you build, human to human connection that you build, and they keep coming back to that particular travel agent or travel expert for that value that they keep on that individual person, because they ensure that as long as this person is there, they won't screw up, they won't mess up anything, they give me the best possible experience every single time. That's relational value. Fourth one is your experiential value. This is like you walk into any five-star hotel, you will experience a lot of aura around that place, and you feel welcomed, you feel warmth, you feel attended to, you feel special. Anyway, you go there to have the same food that you probably have it in KFC or McDonald's as well. End of the day, we all go to restaurants to eat. But you go to a fine dining restaurant for the ambience and for the experience that you get, and you're paying a premium for that experience, not for the food. Food is not going to cost you like hundreds and thousands of dollars. It's that experience that is costing you thousands of dollars, right? Fifth one is your social value. Social value is doing something good, in the society and for the environment, whatever that is, right? So what Toms and Warby Parker in the US did, right? When you buy one pair of glasses, we will donate one pair of glass to an underprivileged who can't afford to buy a pair of glasses to fix his eye deficiency. That's social value. The moment you communicate this to the audience, then people who evaluate buying a pair of glasses, your brand evaluation is not on fashion quotient. Your brand evaluation is not on price. Your brand evaluation is all about doing good. That's it. So the entire decision making criteria changes when you consciously know what kind of value that you are building to deliver to your audience, right? So you need to select the one that will be appreciated by a specific segment that you're targeting. Again, value will become easier to communicate or to offer or deliver, and you know your ideal customer profile. Imagine if you are targeting high net worth individuals who are environment conscious, right? But you are booking them a private jet and a private yacht, which is actually causing more harm or pollution. So to negate that, what if you probably do a social gesture, a social activity that plants more trees, that takes more carbon from the atmosphere, from the environment? That's one big talking point that you can sell to high net worth individuals, and they feel less guilty on taking those trips with you because you are offering an eco-friendly option. While I take the private jet, this carbon credit is compensated through some other activity which my travel partner is doing it on my behalf. That's a really big deal. That changes the whole criteria for decision making. That's what happens when you know your ideal customer profile and the value that they will appreciate, not what you can afford to offer, what they can appreciate, and what they will find it more important, right? So while doing this, when you know about the customer and the value, with that, you can easily move your audience from being an anxious customer to an ecstatic customer, right? From being doubtful to a confident customer to choose you or to sign up with you, to from being a confused customer to captivated. Like, I know what this is. I'm kind of quite excited about it, right? And you will move your brand from being a service provider to an experience creator. This is where real brand building happens. You will not sell your product, you will sell an experience. And that gives higher perceived value to customers' mind. And you will eventually move your mindset from minimum profit margins to maximum delightful experiences. Again, there's a big shift. Again, there is a big change, right? You don't fight about what is the bad minimum profit margin I need to keep to undertake this sale. Like, no, you completely shift the game. Money is not the first focus at all, but delivering this delightful experiences, maximum delightful experiences wherever possible, right from the first phone call to planning and building the itinerary to giving some delightful and surprising moments during their journey. Money will automatically come, right? So plan your customer delight moments very, very, very carefully, right? Again, only when you know who is your target segment, who's your ideal customer profile, what will be valued by them, what will be considered as so special for them. Then you curate those unexpected delight moments, right? Like as trivial as probably can you give them a bouquet upon their arrival to make them feel special, right? When you're booking a hotel, just organize a staff to deliver a bouquet on your behalf, on your travel company behalf, when they land on the new place, right? It's such a small gesture, but creates a lot of good memories about you in their mind, right? Can you offer a complimentary coffee, right? A complimentary breakfast which they would not have expected, right? So this is what will make, these are examples, but you can easily plan things by understanding this clearly on what are all the delightful moments that you can offer to your customer. Why? Because brand love and brand loyalty are earned in micro moments and they're lost in milliseconds. If you think about it, human beings have a peculiar way of understanding people. If I ask you, tell me the date and time from then on you fell in love with your spouse, your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever it is. On which day you fell in love with them, right? Nobody can actually pinpoint and say an answer. This is on so and so month and so and so date and stuff like that. It's not, because our human minds can't comprehend things like that. It's like a sapling growing into a tree. It takes time, right? On which day a sapling becomes a tree. It's a gradual process. It becomes over a period of time. Same way in your spouse, right? You have small happy moments that are accumulated over a period of time. All good memories that are accumulated over a period of time, right? They just like layer on top of it, one of the other, one memory on the other in your mind. And one day you just wake up feeling one sense of magic and say, like, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person. Boom, something hits you, right? Then, if you think of that person, you only think of all the good memories that you have accumulated. That's a trigger point. Like I said in the beginning, your logo is just a trigger point for people to think of all the different stories and experiences that the brand would have given exactly in the same way. Imagine if you don't like somebody, that also works in this perfect example, right? If you don't like somebody and you probably happen to see them, your mind only recollects all the bad memories about them, right? Not good memories. Again, these bad memories are accumulated over a period of time, and one day it just bursts out, and you don't want that person in your life, and you walk away, and you don't want to see them, you don't want to talk to them, you don't want to do anything. This is how human brains function. The exact same thing of how human to human relation happens is the same way a customer to a brand relationship also happens, right? The good memories accumulated over a period of time will suddenly one day fall into make a brand love, make them realize that they are in love with whatever that you're offering, and they just become customer for life, nothing else, right? So this is how brands are built. So those micro moments of creating those good memories are very, very, very important. So create a brand that customers find it impossible to ignore, right? And I hope you find this interesting. And I've come to the end of my session. And if you like what I said, and if you find value in what I've just taken you through, you can download a copy of this presentation. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, and I help and work with business leaders and entrepreneurs in transforming their business into a beloved brand.
Thank you so much, Anand. That
So,
was a all a all insightful and impactful session. You said so many things that we're going to need time to unpack. I was like, whoo, thank you so much. Thank you. We have a couple of questions here. Can I read them out?
yes,
Yes.
yes,
So
please.
yes, the first question is, how can branding help increase sales volume and tourism promotion in a region? And that question is from Jordan Artist Stores.
Okay, how can branding help increase sales volume and tourism promotion? Yes, see, a destination branding, destination
Mm,
marketing is a really powerful thing, right? One
mm,
big example which I can think of, which the US pioneered, is Vegas, right? If you think of it, Las Vegas is a desert. Used to be a desert. There's no absolute development there, right? And then they started developing all tourism related infrastructure. And then they ran a
mm.
campaign and they targeted one type of human emotion. Right? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That means
Right.
they targeted adult freedom, right? That
Mm,
means whatever that you said no to be doing it in your
mm,
workplace, in your hometown, in your city, you're welcome to do anything and everything in Vegas. That's destination
mm,
marketing, destination branding. When you think of Vegas, you know that you can let loose your adulthood. You're not a child, you're not an adult, you can be yourself, nobody cares. That's the branding that Las Vegas took. And think of what
mm,
Dubai did, right? Dubai is like the Middle East's best tourist hub, tourist destination. Everything in Dubai is larger than life
mm,
skyscrapers, larger than life, like aquariums, larger than life malls. Anything and everything is big in size, and they're promoting this image around Dubai in tourism. So even
mm,
for the Jordan artist tours, the question that you asked, this is also a critical thing. Identify what is it that you want to communicate. You can't say again 100 things. Say one thing. That you can
mm.
offer 100 things. That shouldn't be a problem at all. But pick up one thing that you want to communicate that people will remember every single day, and then you
Right.
build
Thank you
all your
so much.
communication campaign around it, and the region gets to know what people want to know.
Thank you so much, Anand. One thing I wanted to stress here, because sometimes we have this shiny syndrome mentality. We think that, oh, we're going to start now, and in a month or two, we're going to get responses, or we're going to achieve our desired results.
No.
Please tell us a bit about how branding works and the kind of time it takes.
Yes, yes. See, branding is an ongoing activity, right? It is not like a 1 month activity that you take and then stop it over a period of time. It's like how breathing is for you, branding is for the organization or for the business, right?
Mm,
The biggest thing in brand building is the example I give was multivitamin versus painkiller,
mm,
right? You need multivitamin for your body every day to strengthen your immune system. If you probably take a multivitamin for 1 day and see like you become healthy, and like one COVID comes and you feel that you're not going to get that COVID, no, it doesn't work like that. Your immune
right.
system takes over a period of time to strengthen, and for that you have to be very consistent in taking your multivitamins to strengthen your immune system. Same
Mm,
way, branding happens consistently over a period of time to
mm,
build a powerful, strong asset. It is not a one time activity, it's an ongoing activity. It's the
mm,
way of organization and how it functions, right? You
mm,
need to do probably 2 or 3 years of activity minimum to get some basic responses that will start coming in. Remember, you're not the only brand in the world. Your customer is
mm,
exposed to like thousands of brands. Unless you're consistent in doing what you're doing, people won't remember you. Maybe you cut back to
mm.
say 70 years, go back 70 years and apply the same principle there. You can probably build a brand in like 6 months or 1 year. But today you can't because everybody is trying to build something, right? So the most
Right.
expensive real estate on the planet today for any brand is making people remember you for something. To getting a place here is
Mm,
so difficult and so expensive. It takes a lot of effort. So it takes time to build, but start. You have to start today to start getting some benefit like a couple of years down the line.
mm. Thank you so much, Anand, for clarifying on that. I have a couple more questions here. Somebody said, how can small
Yes.
operators create a unique brand identity? I know that you've answered that, but there's another side to this question. They said that
Mm.
attracts high-end clientele for niche trips.
Yes.
So it seems as though they're
Yes.
selling niche trips and they want to target luxury clients.
Yes. Interesting. If you want to appeal to ultra high net worth individuals, HNIs, like the super rich, uber rich, to do it, you need to behave like a luxury brand, right? You cannot sell multi tens and thousands of dollars of Gucci bag having a 500 square feet store with some dim light. Can you imagine walking into a store which is just dim lit, which is poorly made out fittings, which has got a poor salesperson who don't know how to speak or behave properly, and trying to sell a $50,000 handbag to a customer? Will they buy? Will they feel like this is worth it? It's not, right? So this is perceived value. What I was talking about in one of the values, what is a perceived value that you can create that the high net worth individuals will make it appealing and interesting for you to come and sign up his trip? One, certainly you have to offer something exclusive. Product wise, the experience you're going to deliver to the high net worth individuals should not be easily available in any other Tom, Dick, and Harry stores or like travel agents who can offer, right? All HNIs want super private, super luxury, super exclusivity. I did something which nobody else did in the world. That's what gives them high, right? So I went to the restaurant and I had this food served to me by a 3-star Michelin chef who exclusively cooked for me in a private yacht which I took. That is an experience that nobody else can offer. You need to one curate your products like that. What the segment will value? Art, jazz music, some of these super fine wines which are not available at all for them to drink, right? Or the chefs that they get access to. The whole experience is like that. And your marketing collaterals should look like it is coming from a Gucci or a Prada, and not like your any other Tom, Dick, and Harry lifestyle stores and stuff like that. It's not, right? So every single touch point, every single messaging needs to be very different. For targeting high net worth customers, you should never be a travel agent. You should don yourself as a role of travel consultant. Only then they want to listen to you. You go to a McKinsey and listen to what the consultants have to say. You won't go and tell the McKinsey consultant what you want them to do. Correct? You surrender and say, like, you know the best. You tell me what you want to do. This is the exact same role that you need to play. And for that you need to play, you got to know a lot more about the experiences or the products that you can talk about to the customer, who will gain confidence that he knows stuff and I'm willing to pay a premium to this. That's when he gets confused. That's when he gets confused. It's not about the product. It's about the entire package that you have to see 360 degree.
Thank you so much. That's an amazing point. Independent travel agents and tour operators need to start looking at their system like a whole ecosystem and not just tending to one part of it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for this session.
Exactly.
I have another question here. It says, what are the key elements to consider when branding a safari experience to appeal to international travelers?
Okay. So safari is an adventurous experience.
Do you ask me a question?
Hello?
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you.
Experience. It's an adventurous one, right? So how can you offer an exclusive African safari tour that nobody else can offer? And two, you should also probably sell them safety, right? There is a bit of danger also, a lot of danger also involved in any safari tours, right? So if you want to sell it to a high-end clientele outside of your country or origin country, one, you have to build social proof that you are the expert in that particular safari domain. Again, build your entire reputation about safari travel experience. If you say that you're offering 100 different things and safari is also one among the things, people are not going to trust you. If you're going to say you're doing exclusively on Safari and that's my only specialization, you have done it for 20 years, people will stop and listen to you, right? And record the customer experiences after the Safari. See, the best way to capture client testimonial is give them a video call after they're done with their Safari, when they spotted the big cats, some 4 or 5 big cats, and gone through a good experience, or leopards. Okay, do a video call and capture the excitement. Ask them how it is, how was it on that particular moment. That moment is very important. Every single thing that they say comes out naturally from their brain. That is the best moment to capture your feedback or testimonial. Use it for your marketing material. That is real, that is genuine. People will believe you.
Thank you so much, Anand. I've learned a lot myself.
Right?
I believe the community has too. And then we'll definitely go back and work on some of these things that you said to us. Thank you so much for teaching us today. We have Mateja here and a couple of other people. If there's anyone that has questions, you can just put
Okay.
it in the chat box. Okay. Let's wait a bit if there's no one, and then we can round up. So Anand is a brand expert. We can connect with him on LinkedIn. He has his own branding company. You can go back to him to ask questions and definitely do business with him. His hands are open and is excited to teach people. So you can connect with him on LinkedIn. And okay, we have his email on this presentation too. You can
Yeah, I
reach
have
out
my
to
email
him.
ID and this is my LinkedIn name. I'm active on LinkedIn. I'm not on Facebook. And if you want a copy of this presentation, scan the QR code, go to this Gumroad website and download it. I've kept it for free for anybody to download. So if you find value to it, if you want to pay anything, you're welcome to do anything. If not, just hit 0, download the presentation and reread it, and try to implement or build something for your business and win in your business.
Okay. So I think we'll just
Right?
scan this QR code. I'm going to give people a few minutes, to do the scanning. And
Sorry?
I said I'm going to give people a few seconds to do the scanning.
Yeah, sure. And I'll also send the link to you. If you can probably
Okay.
send it to the
Share that.
community.
Definitely, I'll do that.
Platform. So you can send the link to you on WhatsApp, and you can transmit it. This is the same QR code I've given it to you as a link. You can go there and download it. Please share it with the community.
Okay, definitely. We'll definitely do that. Any final words for us, Anand?
Yes. Have a really long-term view on building a brand, and it's a slow journey, but it's definitely a worthwhile journey that will help your business thrive in the long run. Like day one, any brands who started on day one is nothing, but at day 100 you see a difference. At day 1,000 you see a lot of big difference. So start the journey today. The best time to have started is like a couple of years back. The next best time
Right.
is today. Start your brand building journey, right, and win
Thank you
your
so much,
business.
Anand.
Thank you so much. Pleasure talking to you.
Yeah.
And you all have a great
Yeah.
time. Thank you.
You too. We look forward to having you again in the community.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.